Good morning and welcome to the latest installment of Ballpark Bets. My name's CJ Curry. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I'd appreciate you subscribing as we're trying to grow the channel. You may want to ring that bell, click all notifications, turn them on so that you're alerted by YouTube as soon as a new video drops here on the channel. And if you can hit the like button, I'd appreciate that as well. The more likes, the merrier. Those likes get these videos out to more people. Getting more eyeballs on the channel is good for growth. So I appreciate everybody who's supporting this new and up and coming channel. Now, we are playing over on Prize Picks today. That's where I'm going to be taking these player props. I've got a 6-pack lined up for you guys. 6 different MLB player props. So if you're new to Prize Picks, have never played on there before, make your first deposit, use promo code CJ Curry. And whether you win or lose in that first $5 entry you make, they're going to give you $50 back in promo funds. So definitely click the link down in the description below. Use CJ Curry when you make that first deposit. We're going to start with pick number 1 here, looking at Kevin Gausman strikeouts at 6. He's going up against the Los Angeles Dodgers today, and this one looks like a pretty good bet in terms of at least 6 strikeouts. It could potentially tie or push. I don't know if he's got 7 or more strikeout upside in him. But we're going to dig into this one here using the Prop Professor Optimizer. Now, when we go and take a look at Kevin Gausman's name here out on the different sports books using the Prop Professor Optimizer, it's going to go out and it's going to scan probably over 20 different MLB lines here for Kevin Gausman for his strikeouts. He's at 5.5 on some of these books. At 5.5 strikeouts, he's a minus 210 betting favorite to clear 5.5 Ks, which is a strong indication that 6 strikeouts is definitely doable. Now, 7 strikeouts doable, that remains to be seen. We'll have to see if he's got the juice going today. He's had a couple of good starts under his belt to start the season, but we'll have to see if he can bring it against the Dodgers tonight. Profit X has him at 5.5 strikeouts. He's a minus 214 betting favorite to clear 5.5 there. But at 6.5, he's also pretty big betting favorite to go under 6.5, like minus 139 on some books, minus 141 on other books. But what kind of caught my eye about this one is how well he was projecting on the bat, which is my favorite MLB projection model. So let's go take a look at the projections for Gausman there. He is projected for 6.7 strikeouts, which kind of leads me to believe that maybe there's a little bit of upside here. Maybe there's some potential for a 7 strikeout type of game for Kevin Gausman going up against the Los Angeles Dodgers in this World Series rematch. So good projection there for Kevin Gausman at 6.7. Oh, let's check out another projection. This one's going to be over on RotoWire. Now, RotoWire does lean more. They want to take the over, or would recommend taking the over on Kevin Gausman at 6 strikeouts, despite the fact that he's projected for 5.05 on their projection model. So their projection models have him going under, but they still recommend that you probably lean toward the over in this given situation. Now, taking a look at what he's done this season, he's got 2 games under his belt, really strong performances, but they were against really, we'll call them weak teams. Very favorable matchups here. He put up 11 strikeouts against the Athletics, 10 strikeouts versus the Colorado Rockies. So these are the types of teams that you're supposed to have really strong games against. Obviously, the Los Angeles Dodgers, a whole different animal here, a lot better team, better lineup than what he faced with the A's or the Rockies. So keep that in mind. But their projection, like I said, more conservative at around 5. But I do have another projection. This one's going to be Fantasy Labs. Fantasy Labs has a better projection here for Gausman, putting him, again, slightly over that 6 number at 6.4 Ks is their strikeout projection for Kevin Gausman. So hopefully he's got at least 6 in the tank. 7 would be even better, but yeah, that's pick number 1, Kevin Gausman to clear 6 strikeouts. Moving on to pick number 2, we're looking at George Kirby of the Seattle Mariners. He's sitting at 6 Ks as well. For this one, I'm actually thinking about taking the under on George Kirby. If we go back out here to the Prop Professor Optimizer, this tool's out here scanning all the sports books, giving us real-time data from all these different betting apps and sports books. You see, he's got about a 53.1% chance to have 6 or fewer strikeouts tonight based on the odds pulled from all these different books. What this tool does is it strips out the juice, also known as the VIG, gives you fair odds or true odds of a player prop to hit. So 53.1% chance of 6 or fewer Ks versus the Texas Rangers in this one. So now that we know it's a positive expected value pick, let's check out some projections here for Mr. Kirby. We're going to go back over here to EV Analytics, which hosts the bat if you're interested in that. Links down in the description below to everything that I'm featuring in today's video. But the bat has him projected for about 5.43 strikeouts for George Kirby. So they have him under 6 Ks, which is a good indicator that 6 or fewer is the most likely outcome for George Kirby. Moving on to projection number 2, this one's going to be over on RotoWire. RotoWire, again, going to have George Kirby going under for the lean less. They like the lean less on the fantasy score. They like the lean less on the strikeouts. So let's pop open this player card here for his strikeouts. He's projected for about 5.48 Ks, putting him under that magic number of 6, which is what we want to see. Versus Texas, this was from last season, July 31st. He had 6 Ks in his only matchup in that season. So 6 Ks was about where he kind of topped out. So 6 or fewer might be absolutely doable tonight. One more projection is going to be Fantasy Labs. Fantasy Labs is going to have a solid projection here for George Kirby. And the under, they've got him at 5.4 Ks. So liking what I'm seeing here out of these projection models on Kirby. There you go. There's pick number 2, George Kirby under 6 Ks. Moving on to the next guy, we've got Austin Wells of the New York Yankees. He's like 0 for his last 10. Of course, that doesn't last forever. Eventually, a guy's going to get a hit again. And maybe today's the day where he faces the Athletics. He's got 0.5 for the total bases, which means we need him to use his bat to record 1 hit. He's got to reach base by getting a hit. Can't be walked. Can't be hit by a pitch. None of that funny business, all right? He's got to get a hit to clear the 0.5 total base prop. So 0.5 total bases is the same as 0.5 hits, in case you didn't know. So what I do with props like these is I go out and look. I've noticed PrizePicks has the 0.5 total bases for Austin Wells, but they don't have the 0.5 hits up. So I start to go look and I punch in Austin Wells' name and look at the hits prop for him. And then I come out here and kind of just scan the different sports books that have a 0.5 hits prop for Austin Wells, knowing that it's the same prop as the 0.5 total bases. When I come out here and look, I'm seeing some very good projections, or odds, I should say, for the 0.5 hits. Minus 140 betting favorite to go over. Minus 140 betting favorite to go over. Minus 155. Minus 150. Minus 150 betting favorite to go over. Minus 145. Minus 141. So a lot of money coming in on the 0.5 hits for him to go over 0.5 hits. So 0.5 hits is the same as 0.5 total bases, and 0.5 hits is heavily juiced on the over. Why wouldn't I take the over on the 0.5 total bases and give it a shot? He's projected for about 0.60, which is a slight projection higher than the 0.5 line. So things kind of adding up here for an Austin Wells hit. Going back over here to RotoWire to get you another projection for the lean more options on Austin Wells. 0.5 total bases is the top one. Popping open this player card, they have him projected for about 1.74 total bases today. So hopefully he records that magical hit that we need him to get. Moving on to the next pick, kind of the same situation. Parker Meadows of the Detroit Tigers at 0.5 total bases. I did the same thing with this one. I noticed PrizePicks wasn't offering the 0.5 hits, so it got me thinking, well, what are the odds on the over for the 0.5 hits, being that it's the same prop for the 0.5 hits as it is the 0.5 total bases? The same thing needs to happen. The player needs to record a hit, needs to use that stick to get on base. Well, I came out here and I looked at some of these sports books, and I was seeing minus 135 betting favorite to go over, minus 134 betting favorite to go over, minus 150 betting favorite to go over, minus 140 betting favorite to go over, minus 145 betting favorite to go over. So a lot of money coming in on the over for Parker Meadows to record a hit. He's projected for about 0.63 in terms of his hits projection or total base projection. So pretty decent projection. The projection is for the over. Now I went back over here to RotoWire and I punched in Parker Meadows' name there as well. And when we see the over options or lean more options, his total bases, he's projected for about 1.48 total bases. So they like Parker Meadows to record a hit today. The money's coming in on the over. The projections are slightly over. And so I'm going to take a stab here at Parker Meadows. Hopefully he gets 1 hit today. Next guy, Victor Scott of the St. Louis Cardinals at 0.5 total bases. Again, it's rinse and repeat, gang. No hits being offered for Mr. Victor Scott. So I went out here to the hits props and I checked out all the different odds for the sports books on his 0.5 hits, and here's what I came away with. Big betting favorite to go over 0.5 hits, minus 145, minus 145, minus 145, minus 147. Here's minus 165 to get at least one hit. Minus 150, minus 160, minus 145, minus 144, minus 140 on all these different sports books. And then he's projected for about 0.68 expected hits today. So he needs to get at least one hit for us. And then, of course, you go back over to RotoWire, you punch in Victor Scott's name there, and the lean more options, the top one is going to be his 0.5 total bases. 1.34 is his projected total base line here on RotoWire. So there's another option for you. And that brings us to our last one. Kirby Mayo, same thing, guys. 0.5 total bases. Once again, same type of situation where it's 0.5 total bases is the same as 0.5 hits. So I go back out here, start looking around on these sports books at a 0.5 hits line, and I'm seeing minus 140 to go over 0.5 hits, minus 142 to go over 0.5 hits, minus 145, minus 165, minus 145. Here's another one, minus 149 on DraftKings, minus 150 on Bovada, minus 141 on Caesars, minus 143 to go over on Bet Rivers. All the money coming in on the over for Kirby Mayo's 0.5 hits, which again is the same as 0.5 total bases. He's projected for 0.69 total hits today. And then, of course, we'll go back over here and get you another projection. This is going to be RotoWire. RotoWire, lean more, Kirby Mayo, highly projected here, 1.42 total bases is their total base projection for Kirby Mayo, which is why I'm going to take the shot on the over at 0.5 total bases. So there you go. A little bit of tips, tricks, things to look for if you're taking any kind of player props over on Prize Picks. Is it going to be a surefire, bulletproof, 100% method of getting all your picks right? No, it's not. Nothing's 100% guaranteed to hit. It is still gambling after all. It's still a risk, even if you have solid data from sports books, solid data from projection models, and whatever else you want to factor into your research. Nothing's guaranteed. But hopefully these picks find you well. If you like any of them, let me know why you do. If you hate any of them, let me know why you do. Down in the comment section below. I'm all about open dialogue and conversation. Leave a comment. I'll reply back. As long as it's something worth replying back to. Any of you goofballs out there, any of you people with silly stuff to say, I probably won't respond back to that. Anyway, good luck on all your picks, plays, and parlays. And if you're a Dub Club or Discord member, I'll be sending out more slips throughout the day. We'll see you in the inside. Peace.